From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Woods has it complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, is he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A run for Nick Chubb. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go one more.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Here we go. 58, right over there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Motion, motion, motion. 58, the motion.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Allen. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Allen going to throw. And Stills bringing it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
56, 56.
On play action, Allen. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
319.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
We ain't giving up nothing.
They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, trying to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
He get 22 check bomber, 22 check bomber. Mike Popo.
I can't believe you let you play.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen has got Hooper on the short connection. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A loss of 10 yards brings up 4th down.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them?
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, it's complete. Stills. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Check, check, 59. Check, 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 check. Whip.
Alert, alert, alert.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
80 weapons.
Time to go. Night.
Alert, alert, alert. What's that?
Allen going to try and throw on third down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
I got him. On me.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I got one.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Mike's ready?
47. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Alpha. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
58, right over there. Yeah.
They'll set up a throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's go now.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. Flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Ed Oliver able to drop him for a loss of a couple. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll drop the throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Woods, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Allen. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2nd and 11. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Miles Jack, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time, the break goes against him.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together